Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay. We live now, so we ain't gonna worry about Instagram. We'll get that right tomorrow. So let's go ahead and take off. We already ready. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, both YouTubes, X, and then we'll figure out the Instagram one tomorrow. We going every day, so we gonna have a lot of time. But let's work on that for tomorrow we ain't got to do it when it's close to the time. Mm. Hey y'all, we about to get into some real estate development game. Give me 1 second. Drop your comments in the chat. Drop where you're from too, where you're developing at, where you're doing your real estate at, where you handling business at. All right, I'm gonna jump off. It ain't showing. Well, I got viewers. It's on. I'm definitely on TikTok. I'm on TikTok and it's showing that it's. I'm not on IG if that's what you're looking for me. That's the only one I'm not at because I feel like I got to go ahead and get back to it. I'm gonna do 30 minutes and then I'm gonna get back to it. All right, and let me know because I can't see the TikTok comments. Put them in StreamYard. All right, bet. Yo, what we got going? What we got going? Hey, drop where y'all from in the chat. We going live every day until we get what we need. All right, we're gonna give away some free game, and in the meantime, in between time, like the background. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Well, hey Ed, what kind of questions you got? You got some real estate questions? Tap in with me. We got about 30 minutes, man. I'm gonna go 30 minutes hard body. You know, getting time to get the viewers in. So we got about 100 viewers on all platforms. We're gonna run it up. We'll be in 1,000 soon. We're gonna do this every day at 7. You you a basketballer? Yeah. I guess once you're a baller, you're always a baller. What kind of real estate questions y'all got? I know my team in here. Tap in with me. We didn't get to go live on Instagram today, but moving forward, we're gonna have Instagram. We're gonna have everything popping, man. I wish I was a baller. Yeah, hey, you gotta put in that work, man. You gotta put in that work. Where my team at? What questions y'all got, man? Drop where y'all from in the chat. Drop where y'all from at in the chat. What we got going, man? Where we at? Where we at? What makes your develop? Oh, somebody asked a question. What makes your development project different from a typical fix and flips? Oh man, I got a lot of answers for that. So she asked, what makes your development project different from typical fix and flips? Well, development is development, and fix and flip is fix and flips. Fix and flips are definitely quicker. Depending on the price point you flip it in, you probably, if you're doing like starter homes, you make anywhere from 30 to 150K on the flip. As you get up in the upper price points, that number gets bigger. Um, Development, on the other hand, I mean, you're looking at probably 18 months, depending on the size of the project you're doing. You're probably gonna spend about 6 to 8 months behind the scenes getting everything approved, acquiring the property, and then then you got your build time. If and that's if you're real efficient. 18 months. But we want to try to streamline it in my company to where we're really turning these over fairly quick, and that's why we're big on integrating AI and adopting AI as we go along in our process. We're not one of the ones that's like, oh, we not messing with AI. No, it's here to stay. You better adapt or die. That's one of our principles: adapt or die. And we're not trying to go out like Blockbuster. So, to answer your question, development is the highest level of the game that you can play. Fixing flips is a good entry point. And if you only focus on fixing flips, you can make a good living on fixing flips. It's all about systems, though. As long as you got systems in place, you can make it happen. Hey, let me know what comments they got on TikTok. I can't see the TikTok on the iPad. So let me know because I know TikTok going crazy. I see it over there. They going crazy over there. Let me know what they talk about on TikTok. Everything else comes through here so I can see it in real time. YouTube, X, and Facebook. I can see that in real time. I know y'all got some questions out there. Come on now. But in the meantime, before the questions come in, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Retired professional basketball player, played 8 years pro. Got right into real estate, worked my way up. Started out as a realtor, worked my way up to a broker. Opened up my own broker shop. Realized I didn't want to babysit agents. Closed the broker shop. Focused strictly on investing. Started flipping houses. Started building communities. Then I started acquiring properties, acres and acres of land. I own about 40 acres in my own neighborhood. And, we're in the process right now of getting everything done. So I see another question came through. What does $60 million pipeline look like right now? And what types of projects are included? Um, Man, it's a couple. So the first phase, when we talk about revitalization, the first phase was me going back and bringing back that car wash. That was the first deal on the table. We revitalized that. We brought it back to life. It's been up and running for 2 years after being shut down for 7 years. So the good part about that is the neighbors don't have to go on the other side of town to wash their cars. They can wash their cars right there in their neighborhood. That's phase one. Phase two, we're doing the 42 luxury micro homes. And the reason why I started with luxury instead of affordable housing, not really a reason, but I just feel like, man, a lot of times we lose a lot of talent in our neighborhoods because there's no product to choose from to retain the talent. That's why everybody will run to the suburbs because that's where everything's getting built. But but I want to start it with a luxury product to kind of help retain some of the people who may flee to the suburbs. Um, but then we have 34 townhomes across 3 sites. We got a 16-unit site, we got a 14-unit townhome site, and then we got another 3-unit townhome site, which used to be four. We downgraded it to 3 units because they was trying to get me to pave an alley that hasn't been paved in a billion years, and I didn't want to be the first one to do it. So I just decided to do three instead of four. Um, are you a Cincinnati Reds fan? Nah, man. If you really know me, you know I only wear red, black, and white. Them the company colors. So I'm not a Cincinnati Reds fan, but shout out to them. But I got so many variations of red, black, and white. I can't even count. Yeah, now that is a lot of development. Only the strong survive. It ain't as easy as I make it look. What books do you recommend for beginners? Cut. That's a good question, bro. Hey, you know, I sent them books to your grandma's house that one time. You said you ain't get them. I sent them though. Hey, Amazon must have left them on the porch, and you know it ain't safe in the West Side. No, hey, them books ain't safe in the West Side. They still in books, bro. But what books do I recommend for beginners? Man, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it original. Man, get the first Rich Dad Poor Dad book because that book changed the way I thought. So that's the first thing. First thing you got to change your mindset. I would say get that Rich Dad Poor Dad book, that first one, and then you can get another book called Millionaire Real Estate Investor. It's a blue book. It's by Gary Keller. Millionaire Real Estate Investor. That's one of the books I sent the OG in the pen too. Um, so definitely read that one, and then read the first Rich Dad Poor Dad book, and then come back to me. Oh yeah. Yep. OG just commented. $1 million real estate investor, the blue book. Yep. He just stamped it. So make sure y'all get that for sure. That's a good beginner book to show you what it's gonna take to be a real estate investor. And the good thing about being a real estate, like reading that book, man, it don't matter what you did in your past. You read that book and you apply the principles, you can create your new life. Somebody just asked a question: how do you vet locations and decide where to build or develop? We've heard about acquiring land in your neighborhood, but what makes a property in your neighborhood a no-go? I mean, if it's not buildable, if it's buildable, every deal got a price. I always said this: every house got a price, every piece of land got a price that make it make sense. Now, you don't want to overpay for it, but as long as it's buildable, that's why. And another to reiterate what old boy said with the what book should he read? Um, one of the books is The People's Principles, because that when I read that book, I learned about deal structure, how to structure deals. You know what I'm saying? So, um, you know, as long as it's buildable and you get it for the right price, and you can increase the density, or you know what you're building, you know what you're building it for, you know what you're selling it for, you know what your expenses are, but you got to be real with yourself because you could go through the motions and leave stuff out just to make the numbers look good. Um, because I always say, man, you know, people be like, numbers don't lie. In real estate, they do lie. You can make the numbers look like what you want them to make them look like. I mean, but the truth is the truth at the end of the day. If you leave out expenses or because you just trying to force a deal, but yeah, that's I personally buy what a deal's at, what makes sense, but I target the hoods, that's because that's where uh, land is undervalued. Like when I go into a hood, it may be a wooded area, but I visualize a thriving community where other people be like, oh, I don't want to do this. This might be a heavier lift, because I speak the language, so it's a little different. What else y'all got for me? Hopefully, I answered your question. What makes a property a no go? I mean, if it's not buildable, that's what makes a property a no go. Yo, that's crazy, man. I know he broke. What else we got? We got about another 15 minutes. What else we got? Come on, y'all. I know we got some questions on TikTok. I can see the feed going crazy. Where you at, Lex? Are you a Cincinnati Reds fan? That's somebody already asked that. We got to keep the questions coming. All right. Well, I'm gonna go back to the books that we recommend for beginners. So I said Rich Dad Poor Dad. I said $1 million real estate investor. And then I'm gonna go with another one, Flip. Even though this is not about development, I forgot who wrote that book, but it's called Flip, and it's about flipping houses. That's a good one to learn as well, because I don't want to just box y'all into development because everybody don't need to play at this level. It ain't, it's a lot that goes into it. It's the highest level you can play, and it's high stress. So, um, another comment just came through. How much should one start with? I mean, that's a loaded question. I did my first flip with $500. I just earnest money. It depends. So it just depends. You watch this video now, you probably gonna need a little money, but if it's in a good market, I've done it with just earnest money. It just depends. The market changes every 6 months, so let's see what else we got. How do you deal with neighbors that don't want to see gentrification? Um, well, yeah, I see that. I don't think nobody want to see gentrification, but that's just a byproduct of not seeing the value in your own neighborhood. And I said this on previous videos. If you don't want to see nobody develop in your neighborhood, get a group together, get an investment club, buy the land up yourself as a LLC with the group, and sit on it. Then nobody can buy it because it's not available. But if you ride by the same land for 40, 50, 60 years and don't do nothing, you can't get mad at somebody to come in and see the value in your own neighborhood. But on the flip side of that, that's why we're doing more revitalization instead of gentrification. We're actually going and teaching people how to purchase these homes and be on the upside of it instead of on the other side of it. How can I become an investor without being hands-on, and how much? Well, yeah, you could be a private. I mean, you could be a private lender where you invest in deals and you just get passive income as the deals get completed. But as far as how much, there's different tiers. 15,000, 20, 50,000. It just depends, and it also depends on the deal too as well. So if you're doing a bigger raise, you're probably gonna have a higher minimum amount. But if you're doing a smaller deal, you probably will accept smaller amounts. So if you're interested in becoming an investor, drop your information. My team will get with you. How did you do that? How did I do what? Because I'm answering all these different questions. Make sure y'all be specific because I can't scroll back up to see what y'all saying. Oh, the 500. I mean that's the market we was in. They was doing 100% hard money loans. So I put my $500 earnest money down. I get 100% hard money loan. I don't have to produce no money until but I just got to start the first wave of construction. So that's how that happened. They coming back now too. They went away for a while when the market got tight. Now the 100% hard money loans is coming back, and that's what I'm talking about when I talk about market. It always fluctuates, and when you always in the market, you always know what's going on. I don't like sports. All right, bro, you don't like sports. So let's see. Okay, yeah. So I just answered that question about the $500 startup. What kind of return should an investor realistically be thinking about in projects like yours? Well, I'll tell you, first of all, I'm gonna tell you what the market is paying right now, anywhere from 8 to 12%. So my deals, depending on when you catch me in the phase of the deal, anywhere from 12 to 15 to 20%. I've even done up higher, high as 25% when I need the money quickly. So there's just different tactics to use, different offers. Um, Depending on one, how bad you need the money, how quick you need the money, and two, how lucrative the deal is. Can a deal withstand it? Some deals, man, you got probably millions on the back end. You can offer higher interest just to get the deal done. Then other ones, they may be not a tight deal, but tighter than a lucrative deal. You probably want to give away a little less, and it might have less risk. And that's another thing. You got to factor in risk too, in that. So, what else we got, man? My computer about to die. I was trying to go 30 minutes, but I don't want it to stop abruptly. I'm gonna take a couple more questions, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all better start being shy. What they talking about on TikTok? Let me know. And moving forward, we're gonna have everything on one. But we had the iPad right here. We got to connect all that. So, nice picture. Appreciate that. Me and Jordan combined for 40 that night. Yeah. All right, what y'all got, man? Keep them coming. I know y'all got some questions for me. Getting a lot of game away. All right. Let's see what else. Let's see what else they got. But yeah, like I was telling the girl Alexis, with the hard money, 100% hard money loans are coming back, so you can kind of do the same thing that I did, and that was years ago, but they coming back now. If somebody's watching and want to get involved, what's the next step after this? Live. Reach out to my team, contact at postprogroup.com, and let us know what's going on. I mean, let us know what questions you have, and we'll provide you with the next steps. So if y'all are interested in taking the next step, um, or joining the investment club, definitely go to contact at postprogroup.com. And also, team, drop the link to the investment club in here so they can just click on it. Or, well, I know we got different platforms up here, but that might be hard to do. Let's see. How can they find land? Um, that's a great question. The best ways I can find my land was driving for dollars. So I was using an app called Landglide. I ride by a piece of property, piece of land. I open up the app, Landglide, see who own it, reach out to the owner, send them a FedEx mailer with my mailer business card, send them an LOI, which is a letter of intent, let them know I'm serious about buying the property. But once they respond, I do more due diligence, so make an offer on the property, and then close the deal. So, yeah, she serves. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, so that's how I find land. And, also find land just by asking. Like one time I bought a flip from the state, and it took like 8 months to close. So we probably did like 8 different extensions on that one deal. And one day I just asked the agent, I was like, man, y'all got anything else? And they had 8.5 acres, and that's what we're doing the 42 micro homes on. So a lot of times, you never know where the next deal is gonna come from. Just gotta open your mouth. Oh, all right, what we got? I'm gonna take 2 more questions, man. I'm gonna check. Man, y'all gotta keep it tight. I ain't got time to waste. I'm not trying to be funny though. We just, we provide game to the community, but I need y'all to engage for sure. Um, what else? If someone wanted to join the investment club, how can they join? Email contact at postprogroup.com. They'll send you the link, and then you'll have all the details you need once you click on the link about the investment club. 2 more questions, and then we had about 23 minutes. I was going to go 30. We're probably going in at 25. Yeah, I think it's a delay in the comments because it's going through a third party site, StreamYard. Because I know my team will be sending me questions quicker than this. Um, but yeah, so let's see, how can restart your business after financial setbacks and family struggles? I mean, every day is a new day, JD. Every day is a new day, bro. Yeah, you got to build it up, build it back up. Hey, just because you fell off one time, I mean, you can't build it back up. Um, One thing that I would do this time around is make sure you educate yourself and you realize that whatever mistakes you made previously, and had those financial setbacks, make sure they not existing moving forward. Um, and I know you said financial setbacks and family struggles, but if you can kind of go in a little bit more detail, you got to tell all your business, but going into a little bit more detail, I can probably have. Uh, oh, they said it's bring it up on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know why. That might be a Facebook issue. Um, Great info, great live. Appreciate you, Janet. We're gonna keep it coming, man. We're going live every day. Oh, they say you can't hear me. They can't hear me on Facebook. I gotta get a lapel mic or something. I don't know. But JD, take that advice, bro. That's how you restart your business after financial setbacks and family struggles. Man, start getting in new circles, meet new people, building up your network. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they said they can't hear me. Okay. Hey, OG, that might be your phone. They said they can't hear me on Facebook. But one last question before I get up out of here, man. Let me know. One last question. Y'all better say something. My computer died. It's a lot of static. All right, we'll get that fixed. Appreciate y'all feedback, man. Appreciate y'all feedback. Um, like I said, we're gonna do this every day. It's gonna get better every day. I'm a little short-handed today. My assistant was sick, so I'm here by myself doing all this. So I ain't no technician, but we'll get it right. She won't be sick the next couple of days, so we'll get it right. But man, next time we're gonna go live every day at 7. So if I didn't get to y'all questions today, make sure y'all come with them tomorrow and the next day, the next day, the next day, and we'll make it happen. Oh, it's like a robot. Okay. We'll get that fixed. Appreciate y'all coming on, man. We'll jump off here and we're gonna work on these technical difficulties. All right. All right. Appreciate y'all. Yes, sir. 7 it is, wrong.